Hi, I'm JJ and I will be doing most of the Pilates videos for our video library. This is going to be an introduction to Pilates, so this is a good place to start if you haven't done a lot of Pilates, or maybe it's been years since you've done so. It doesn't mean we're not going to get a good workout, we're not going to work those core muscles. I'm just going to spend some extra time talking about form, making sure you have everything so you don't hurt yourself. Not sure how long it's going to run, we'll see. But we'll also do some of the most basic Pilates moves that you'll see class after class. So it's a good place to get started in this venture. If you're a Pilates veteran, you might want to skip this one. Totally up to you. But we are going to start on our backs with a little warm up. I like to warm up with some spinal imprinting. I think it's a really good way to warm up all those abdominal muscles. So we're just going to have our knees bent, arms and shoulders are relaxed at our side. As I exhale, I'm going to really draw that belly button into my spine and imprint. So make sure my whole lower back is touching the mat. As I inhale, I'm just going to relax off the mat. So I have that nice natural arch where you can put your hand under there. As I'm imprinting, you shouldn't be able to stick your hand under there. So here we go. Nice big exhale. Draw that belly into your spine, imprint the spine into the mat. Inhale, just a nice natural relax off the mat. All right, let's add to this. I'm gonna bring my legs up and I'm gonna put them on my invisible coffee table. So I'll use that a lot. Here's our invisible coffee table. Now, as I continue doing my spinal imprinting, I'm just gonna go tip that toe into the water. That's my exhale. I'm imprinting my spine as my toe touches. And then inhale again, that relaxed arch back off. Other side, exhale, draw the belly in, drop that whole thigh, put your toe in the water, inhale back up. Go one more each side. All right, last one. Now I'm going to bring my hands behind my head, support my head so it's nice and relaxed. To get that nice relaxed neck, you want about a golf ball size space between your chin and your chest. So you don't want to strain back, you don't want to tuck all the way forward. Nice neutral neck. My hands are there to support it. Now I'm going to dip both those toes into the water, and as my toes hit the water, I'm still imprinting my spine. So we're getting some lower abdominals in there. So nice exhale, pull the belly in, imprint the spine, touch the toes, inhale back up. Two more. All right, go ahead, relax your upper body down. Hug those knees into your chest. You hug them in nice and tight. You get a nice little stretch through your lower back. And we're going to go into our Pilates 100. So that's one of the most basic moves you'll see in Pilates. By basic, I just mean you'll see it a lot. It's going to be in a lot of your Pilates classes. For our 100s, there's lots of variations you can do. You can simply rest your feet on the floor, rest your upper body, and do nice big pumps with your hands. Those pumps get your blood flowing, help warm up your body. You can bring your legs up into tabletop, do your pumps. You can get this upper body involved by rolling up, engaging those upper abdominals, doing your pumps. You can bring the feet straight up and down, or the most challenging would be to angle out, imprint that spine so you're working those abdominal muscles, and do your big pumps with the hands. They're called the 100s because we're doing 100 inhales and exhales. So it's going to be 5 inhales, 5 exhales for 100 counts, big pumps with the hand, get that blood flowing so we're all warmed up and ready to really start. All right, you ready? Here we go. Last set. Relax, hug those knees in, stretch through the lower back. Going into a single leg stretch with a bent knee. So I'm going to roll that upper body up again. Again, if you have some neck problems, you can always rest it on the ground. By rolling it up, you're engaging those upper abdominals. So I'm going to hug one knee into my chest. The other leg goes out straight. It can be up a little higher if this bothers your lower back. Bring it up, take some pressure off the lower back. This is your nice exhale as you hug that knee in, stretching. Inhale, switch. Exhale, stretch. One more each side. Relax, hug in. All right, I'm gonna do a variation of that, a straight leg stretch. So I'm gonna bring my legs up. Now for a lot of people who have tight hip flexors, tight hamstrings, this is a painful position. You can always put a bend in those knees. Don't do anything that's painful for your body. I'm gonna roll that upper body up again if you can, keeping that golf ball size space between my chin and my chest. This time, I'm gonna exhale with 2 little pulses as I stretch that hamstring to my chest. Inhale, switch. Exhale, 2 pumps. Now, if this is just not for you, it's not working for your hamstrings, just go back to that bent leg one. All right, here we go. One more each side. Relax, nice job. All right, we're gonna stretch out nice and long. I'm gonna bring my fingers to one side of the room, my toes to the other side of the room. Give everything a nice stretch. We're gonna go into our roll-up or a teaser, which is a full sit-up, pretty much. I'll show you some alterations on this if you have trouble with the full sit-up, but let's break down that full sit-up. So I want you to think about your body parts coming off the mat one step at a time. So the first thing that's going to come off is my head. So I have that golf ball size space. So I'm rolling up, shoulders come off. As I work my way down my back, my lower back is the last thing to come off the mat. And then as we go back down, we're gonna work those muscles too. So we're just going to reverse that order. I'm gonna pull that belly in, use my muscles. My lower back's the first thing to hit the mat. Mid, upper, shoulders, head. But we don't have to do everyone that slow. I just wanted to break it down so you think about the body parts as you roll up. Now, if you can't do the full sit-up, there's some cheats. You can use your hands to help yourself up a little bit and then help ease yourself back down. You can just go to a basic crunch. Bend the knees, hands behind the head. Think of your belly as a little mouth that's opening and closing. And just give me a nice exhale, a little crunch up. Inhale back down. Soon you'll find you have the strength to do those full sit-ups, the roll-ups, the teasers. Another thing to think about as you're rolling up is keeping your heels on the ground. Try not to let the heels come up off the ground. All right, so reaching up nice and long, nice big inhale as you relax on the ground. Exhale, roll it up. Inhale, control. Bring it back down, opposite order. We'll go 2 more. Go ahead and stay seated on your last one. Last one. Sitting up nice and tall. If you were doing your basic crunch, you can come to a seated position now. Spinal rotation. So spinal rotation works our obliques. So think of your obliques as a wash rag. And we're gonna wring the water out of our abdominals, our obliques. I'm gonna bring my hands behind my head. Try to keep your elbows wide. Sometimes you forget and they come forward. We're gonna try to keep them back. I'm gonna do 2 little pulses, exhaling. Inhale back to center, and then 2 pulses on the other side. Inhale back to center. Sitting up nice and tall, belly's drawn in. It's like there's a rope suspending you from the ceiling. All right, ready? Here we go. Nice inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more each side. And relax. All right, we're going to go into rolling like a ball, which is again, a standard Pilates move. I'm going to show you several variations of the ball. Experiment with them, see what feels best for you. You're probably at home by yourself, so don't worry if you look goofy. I will probably tip over because we're not doing a blooper reel. Everything you see is live what you get. So we're going to scoot to the front of our mat. Your most basic ball, you're either going to have hands on your shins or you could go the back of your thighs. You're going to inhale, roll that ball back. Exhale, hold this modified boat pose. There's a straddle roll. It's a little tougher. You're going to have hands out. Inhale back into a straddle, pause. Exhale into a modified boat pose. And then finally your full boat pose. You're going to need some pretty flexible hamstrings for this. You're going to inhale back, pause it. This is part of your work, this pause. Exhale, hold that full boat pose. It takes a little while to get used to it, but you kind of get into the groove. So find the boat that works for you, experiment a little bit. Inhale back, exhale. 2 more on that last one. Just hold that boat for a little while. And holding, check that form. Your belly's drawn in. My shoulders are down and back. I'm breathing. Few more breaths. Relax and come back down. All right, I'm going to actually roll over onto my side. So you can rest your head on your arm. You can prop it up. See what feels better for your body. We're going to start by working our quadricep. That's that big front of your thigh. So I'm going to rotate my hip. So here's neutral, my knees facing you. I'm rotating my hip, my knees facing the ceiling. I'm just going to do a nice inhale up with a pointed toe. Exhale, flex that foot, come down. Inhale and exhale. Two more. All right, go ahead, rotate that leg back so my knee's facing you again. I'm gonna flex my foot. And Pilates will flex and point. You don't have to have like a super hard flex and a super hard point. That's when you tend to get toe cramps, which will probably happen as you start your Pilates journey. Wiggle them out, give them a little stretch anytime you need to. So I'm gonna have my foot flex, but not a super hard flex. I'm gonna move my leg back just a little bit so I really get those glutes involved in this. And exhale and just a thigh extension up. Inhale back down. Two more. And relax. I'm going to just relax that foot now. I'm going to bring it up, and we're just doing little circles forward. With these circles, I want you to try your best to keep your upper body completely still. It's just little muscles in your lower body that are doing the work. Just doing little circles forward. And reverse. Relax that leg down. Let's give it a little stretch. Go ahead and hug that knee in. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your ankles, give it a little stretch. And we're going to take that top leg and just bring it behind the bottom leg, wherever it feels comfortable for you. I'm going to take the toes of this bottom leg and I'm going to aim them toward the mat so that inner thigh is facing the ceiling. We're just going to do little inner thigh lifts. So exhale, lift up, inhale back down. Two more. All right, we're gonna make sure this leg's neutral. Relax your foot. We're gonna do those same little circles, trying just to utilize that inner thigh. Circles forward. And reverse your circle. Relax. All right, I'm going to do a 90-degree bend at my waist, bring my knees forward, and then I'm going to bring the heels up off the ground. Going into a clamshell. Ladies, clamshells are a fantastic exercise as we age. They're going to help with those sneeze, coughing incidents. So clamshells, great for ladies our age. All right, we're gonna exhale, open our shell, and I'm gonna squeeze it all. I'm squeezing my glutes, I'm doing my Kegel, I'm squeezing everything. Inhale, back down. Exhale, open and squeeze. Inhale, back down. Two more. Let's hold that last one in a squeeze for just a few breaths and squeeze it. All right, I'm gonna close my shell a little bit. I'm gonna take that hip rotation out of it. So when you're doing your shell, right around here, you rotate that hip a bit. Take that rotation out, close it up just a little, and leave my knee right where it is. It's not gonna move. And as I exhale, I'm gonna bring that bottom part of my leg up. Just gonna get some good glute work there. So up, inhale. Two more. Relax back down. All right, we're gonna switch to the other side of our body, go through the same routine. All right, so remember we're going to start by rotating so our knees facing the ceiling. A nice inhale, point up. Exhale, flex it down. One more. Rotate back to neutral, my knees facing you. Bring that leg back just a little bit. Soft flex of the foot. Exhale and lift. Two more. Relax it. Let that foot relax. You're going to bring it up for those little circles forward. All lower body, upper body stays in place. Think about a dinner plate size circle. And reverse. Relax. Let's give that leg a little stretch. Wiggle your toes, wiggle those ankles around. And we're going to bring it behind. Aim those toes of your bottom leg to the floor, working that inner thigh. Exhale and lift. Two more. All right, relax that leg, make it neutral. And I do my little circles on that bottom leg, little circles forward. And reverse. All right, let's get those clamshells on this side, 90-degree bend at my waist. Bring those heels up. You're gonna exhale, open that shell, squeeze. Inhale, back down. Two more, hold that last one. And squeeze, squeeze it all,
All right, we're going to take that hip rotation out. So we're closing our shell just a bit, keeping our knee right where it is. Exhale, bring the bottom part up. Two more. Relax. All right, we're going to finish the class on our stomachs. We've got a little bit to do. We're not done yet. Come to your stomach. We're going to do upper body lift. So we're relaxing our legs. Arms are out at our side. My forehead's just about an inch above the mat. I'm going to inhale in this relaxed position. As I exhale, draw that belly in and lift my chest up off the mat. Inhale, relax. Exhale, lift. Two more. Last one. All right, I'm just going to fold my hands. I'm going to rest my forehead on my hands. Now we're going for lower body lifts. My feet are about shoulder width apart. I'm going to really squeeze through my glutes, my hamstrings, my quads. Try to get the tops of my thighs off the mat. So nice inhale, relax. Exhale, squeeze it up. Two more. All right, putting those two moves together, I'm going to bring my arms back out. You can switch it up. You could have them here. You could have them up in front, going into that Superman move. So I'm lifting everything up on my exhale. Nice inhale on the mat. Exhale, lift it all up. Really good lower back strengthening. Inhale and exhale. One more, let's hold just a few breaths. Relax back down. Just to give our backs a little stretch out, let's press back to a child's pose. Rest your forehead on the mat, walk those fingertips forward, and then pull your shoulders back toward your body. And push yourself up into tabletop. So when I say tabletop, I'm just making a table with my body. So my hips are right over my knees, my shoulders are right over my hands. Just to give our back a little more stretch out, we'll do a few cat-cow. So inhale into a big angry cat, and exhale into a cow. All right, for our next one, we're gonna go into the bird dog position. So that's opposite arm and leg out. There's two different ones you can do here. You can just place back, here's your inhale, exhale, stretch it out, or a little harder, do a little crunch, and extend. Head should be neutral. I know mine's not right now, but try not to look up, try not to look down at your feet. Try to keep your neck nice and neutral. All right, so opposite arm and leg out, inhale and exhale, or inhale and exhale. 2 more. We'll hold that bird dog, just a few breaths on your last one, and hold. Relax down. That same leg that we were just working, I'm gonna go with some donkey kicks. So we'll go with a pointed toe today. It changes up the muscles just a little bit, depending on what you do. Again, my head's neutral. Bring my leg up, pointed toe, exhale, squeeze it up. Inhale, come back down. One more. Relax down. Still working that same leg. I'm going to go into bad dogs, or sometimes they're called fire hydrants, whatever you like to call them. Out to the side. So getting that abductor, the glute. Nice inhale on the mat. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Two more. All right, same routine on the other side. So into your bird dog, opposite arm and leg come out. Inhale, either place or crunch. Two more, hold that last, just a couple breaths. Hold. Relax down. Going into our donkey kicks on that side, nice pointed toe. Exhale up, inhale down. Two more. And our fire hydrants, bad dogs on that side. Inhale on the mat. Exhale, lift. Two more. All right, we're gonna tuck those toes, press into a downward dog. We're just stretching some muscles out. Chest toward your thighs, hips to the ceiling, heels toward the ground. And we're just gonna walk our dog a little. It's a good opportunity to get the toe cramps stretched out. Calves, Achilles stretched. All right, and we're just going to do a transition, down dog to plank. So we're inhaling your down dog. Exhale, just hold your plank throughout that exhale. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, plank. If this bothers your wrist, you could come down to forearms, still stretch, and come into your modified plank. When I'm in my plank, my belly is drawn in, so my lower back's not doing the work. Let's go two more, hold that last one. And hold. Check your form, you don't want this. Pull that belly in. My glutes are engaged, my quads. And on my next exhale, I'm gonna keep my elbows close into my body and slowly lower. Nice inhale, exhale, lower. And we'll finish off before our stretch with some cobra push-ups, which are great for your triceps and a nice stretch on your lower back. So my hands are right next to my chest. My elbows are hugged into my ribs. Ears and shoulders are nice and far apart. Shoulders always down and back. As I exhale, I'm gonna press my palms into the mat, come up to about my belly button. So I keep that tricep contraction in there. Inhale back down. Two more. Feel free to go to full cobra on your last one. Pressing up. Now, if I were a yogi, my hips would be making contact with the ground. I don't quite have that back flexibility, but it's a nice stretch through your back. We're gonna go back to that child's pose again. Feet together, knees apart, or heels together, knees apart. Back to your child's pose. And bring one arm back, stretch that other across the body, just giving those triceps a little stretch out. And switching sides. Let's go back to our tabletop position and do a few cat-cows. And I'm going to finish with a seated stretch today. So we're going to bring our legs into what's a comfortable straddle for you. Don't press it more than it's comfortable. And a nice inhale and exhale, come forward. Walk it back. One arm under, one over, reach to the side. If you have the flexibility to grab that toe, get a nice stretch through your shoulder. If you can't, just reach to the side. And switch it. Back up. I'm going to bring my feet together and bend that right knee. I'm going to wrap my left arm around it, reach to the rear. As I inhale, I'm going to be as tall as I can be. And as I exhale, I'm going to stretch to the rear. So inhale, tall. Exhale, stretch. One more. Switching sides. Bring that left leg in, wrap my right arm around it, reach to the rear. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, stretch. Go ahead and sit however you feel comfortable. If this isn't comfortable, you want your feet out, that's fine. And we're going to stretch the arm across the body. I'm going to press my shoulder down. I'm going to rotate my palm up, bring those fingertips down just to give my wrist a little stretch. Other side. Give those triceps another little stretch. And switch. Roll those shoulders back. And forward. Bring the hands behind, Lift the chest. Bring your hands together in front, press forward, round that back. Bring those arms up above your head, nice big inhale, and exhale it. Loosening your neck, really important to keep that neck nice and loose, especially if you sit at a desk at a computer all day. I'm gonna go side to side, I'm just shaking my head no, nice and slow. Forward, and then lengthen. I don't say back, because it's not really good for your neck to crunch back. Just forward, and nice and long. Ear to shoulder. Leave it to one side, take that opposite arm, just bring it behind my back. I'm gonna make that muscle in my neck nice and long. And switch. All right, thank you so much for taking the class. This is a good one to come back to. If you're feeling some like pains in your back and you need to check your form, go step by step through your form. We look forward to having many other classes in our library. Thank you so much.